just checking this out, you guys, to see. Because it was suggested to me to do this, but I don't know if it's actually going to work. Because I can't see myself. So bear with me. Bear with me while I check this out. This is just a test. Just a test. Okay, here we go. I just got to see myself. Just checking where I'm at. Hold on, because this isn't lasting very long if this doesn't work. Okay. Okay, well, at least you can read my letters. You know, at least you can read everything. Okay, you know what? Maybe this is okay. So we're going to just pause. Well, we're actually going to stop. And we're going to start again at 7 o'clock. Oh, you know what? It's 7 o'clock already. Hey, what do you know? We're just going to stick with this. And hopefully this is working out to everyone's advantage. Okay. Here we are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you guys can see me okay. My God, if this records and it's not good, I tell you, I don't even know. But I'm trying something. We're trying something here. Look, you can actually read my t-shirt, which means you'll be able to read the cards. The only thing is there might be a bit of a... Anyway. Oh, when they're not upside down. There you go. Okay, we're going to run this way. Look, you can actually read it. Wow. Okay. All right, here we go. Welcome, 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 everyone, to Psychic Saturday Night Live. How is everyone doing? 'Twas the night before Yule. It is Modraniht. It is the mother night, the first night of Yule. It's the maid, mother, and crone experience. This beautiful event of Yule really does truly represent the maid, the mother, and the crone. And just as I have it tattooed on my arm, this is about the phases that we all grow throughout our lives. So, you know, here we are on the mother night. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the crone evening. The experience of the mother's night. Offering an opportunity to celebrate the triple goddess. Let's face it, folks. The goddess is where it's at. So, here we are. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you all joining me here tonight on this night before Yule, Modraniht. Okay, so, yeah. This is a triple event, by the way, too. As I said, the triple goddess event. We have Modraniht, which, of course, is the mother night of Yule, and offering us an opportunity to celebrate the crone, the mother, and the maiden. So the elder mother who lets us release and let go of things that no longer serve us. We just had a new moon, which is perfect time to plant new seeds for things. An opportunity to also that also offers us rather the life bearer experience of the mother, which is to plant new seeds and to really intend for awesome things to occur. So there we are. And then the maiden, of course, is all about the returning light, which occurs tomorrow with Yule in the next 48 hours anyway. It's a wonderful time for all of us. So thank you for joining me here this evening. Welcome to one and all. Here we are. Okay. So I trust all is well in everyone's world. It's been a bit of a wacky week. We just had the new moon last night, 8:43 p.m. I believe it was peaking for us. And, you know, it's a time of transitions. The 12 energy is an opportunity energy. It is a time for us to take inventory and do something with that. It's not just about recognizing what's what. It's about doing something with the list you've compiled, the awareness you've gained, whatever it might be for you. So, yeah, it's a perfect time for us to do that, especially right now. Enormous things are happening across the globe. So I once again encourage you all to check out alternative media, because there's a ton of stuff happening in Europe right now, like incredible protests of enormous magnitude, and they're making huge waves. We're not talking about ripples here, people. We're talking huge waves. And that is extremely important for us to recognize because, yeah, it affects us eventually. Everything that happens in Europe happens just a little bit ahead of us. And then by the time it makes its way over this way, it's already been implemented, or everything's already shifted in Europe, and here is our chance to do that very thing. So here we are at a time when, especially here, right now in the northern hemisphere, at this time of solstice, where it is the darkest time, it's important for us to really be the light, to really shine our lights bright, and to recognize that we are the tipping point. We are the tipping point. And so there we are. You know, it's a beautiful time. The the Yule celebration and the solstice celebration is all about the return of the light, the birth of the light, which is why we have all of these other wonderful experiences happening around that. You know, all of these celebratory, events that take place through many, many different religions, all mimic and acknowledge and honor, really, the birth of the light. And so they just do it in their own way, and Mother Nature does it first, and everybody always just kind of follows suit. So it's a wonderful time to celebrate light, to be it, recognizing that we are here as light beings, and that's our job. It's to shine our light. Absolutely. Okay, so lots of things happening, as I said, in the world, and so pay attention to all of those things. You're going to feel a lot of waves, especially south of the border as well. Never mind just Europe. A lot of stuff just happened in the last 48 hours south of the border, and it's extremely exciting, I have to say. Why? Because the truth is coming out left, right, and center, and that, my friends, is what we definitely need. Listen, it's not going to be pretty for many people. It's not going to be an enjoyable time for others, but ultimately, the truth does set us free, and the minute we learn it and start, working with that, we have something liberating, unfolding, which is amazing. So yeah, pay attention to everything that's going on around you, and especially at this time of year, as we head towards the very last darkest night of the year and the longest night of the year, and then bam, the birth of the light comes, and we start gaining light, and we start really expanding in that light, and there's no coincidence to that. It's definitely needed. When January rolls around, by the way, we have 2026 year as a 1 year. This is all about 9. This year is all about 9, which is finalizing things, finalizing loose ends, finishing up details, whatever it is. All of that stuff. Dotting your I's, crossing your T's, that kind of thing. This next year coming is all about new experiences, initiations, fresh starts, And so the 9 energy is all about that finishing up. And as we end up with this Gregorian calendar experience, which is collectively fueled, 111 is the very first day. The very first day actually adds up to a 111, which is a pure alignment. Now, I did happen to catch an interesting video. Apparently, we can look back into the Simpsons predicament, the predictions that they've always been so very accurate about. Can't make that crap up, I can tell you. But anyway, check that out, because it's very interesting that there's going to be a financial reset at the 111. It's all about resets. We are ready for a reset. So yeah, welcome to Psychic Saturday Night Live. I thank you all for joining me here tonight, because I know it's a busy season. It's a busy time for everybody, and you probably could be out there doing your Christmas shopping and all of that other stuff. But you're not. You're tuning in, and you're sharing and shining some light with me. So that's awesome, and I thank you for it. Yeah, I hope this is working out a little better. We're trying something new tonight. Please, I truly hope this is working out. I'm trying to make sure it is based on my laptop here, which is kind of sketchy because the internet isn't as strong. But we're working it here with our beautiful phone, and hopefully it's all good. I live in the boonies, people, and so internet isn't necessarily the thing it is in the city, so bear with me on that. Tonight we're doing a Yule and a Solstice edition, of course. Twas the night before, which is known as, of course, Modraniht. Our tarot cards tonight, we're going to do the brick card, like we always do. And because we're celebrating the light in all of its splendor, we are doing the, and I hope this is working out too, we are doing the secret language of light. Okay, so once again, and if my brother's watching, which I really hope he is because this was his suggestion, and it is Mother's Eve on the 20th. Yes, it is. The volcanoes have erupted in Africa. Oh, look I can see the comments, you guys. Oh my gosh. This was a really good idea. I hope this is working out as well for you as it is for me. Anyway, okay. So yes, the secret language of light, because it is all about the light. It's all about the birth of the light, the shining of the light. You know, there's multiple stories throughout history, not just the story of Jesus, that talk about the sun being born, the sun being born. You know, there's an awful similar correlation there, like an incredibly powerful parallel. Anyway, okay, it's all good. Okay, so we're gonna do a little housekeeping because that's just what we have to do, and that's just the way it goes. I'm wondering if anybody's had any experience with the Grabavoy codes from last week that we talked about. The Grabavoy codes are very powerful, and especially at this time of year, there's a lot of collective energy. Those are called egregores and thought forms and stuff like that. That energy compiles, and a lot of people draw on that, but they also fuel it as well. And so it's kind of an interesting time. So yeah, 520-7418. 520-7418. All about unexpected money coming to you, and especially at this time of year, who doesn't need that? Who wouldn't enjoy a wonderful cash injection? So that's really important. So we're talking about Grabavoy cards. It's at the top of my notes here. Anyway, okay, so once again, we have Magic and Miracles with Merlin on for 1,308. Oh my God. 2025 off the top. Bam. He says that's it. 2025 is gone, pretty much. So you can take it right off the top. So if you haven't experienced the incredible experience that is Magic and Miracles with Merlin, I encourage you, please reach out to me and get the link for that, because 12 weeks of incredible divine alchemy like you've never had before, I can tell you right now. And he truly makes sure that you know that he's working in your life and that it's working in your life. And as I say, with all of his programs, and that's the majority of my programs, these aren't programs that you do, people. These are programs that do you. So just committing to them ensures the actual alchemy working itself out. Cosmic Connections and the Intergalactic Federation series are still on sale as well for 25% off. If you're interested, please PM me as well, or message me, or email me actually at brendathine@gmail.com. These are phenomenal. And again, we are working closer and closer to recognizing the extraterrestrial presence on this planet. And so, you know, it's a really good time for us to connect to those parts of ourselves that are extraterrestrial. Not of this world. It just means of an extra world. It's just not about this 3D physical place that you're used to. There's way more going on than that. Okay. The Sovereignty Trifecta as well is still on. 155 for that. It's the second module. It's the body module. It is the resurrection module. It is the one that helps you liberate yourself from the enslavement that is our experience. All kinds of it. You know, the capital letters stuff, the straw man, the legal fiction that we're all subjected to. If you're really ready to liberate yourself and, you know, free your soul, this is the program to check out for sure. It gives you the basics, so it's not overwhelming, but it's definitely all that you need to know about what happened to us and what you need to do to get out of it. Yeah, so readings are also still $12 off, which gives you $163, which is awesome. So check that out. The year forecast. We're coming up on a brand new year, and it is a year of new beginnings, fresh starts, you know, all of these wonderful things. So the year ahead forecast is what you're looking for. 2026 year forecast gives you 12 cards, 12 months, a beautiful theme for each one to let you know what you can expect for that particular experience, that event, that month. It's remarkable, I have to tell you. Last year when we did a whole bunch of them at the beginning of the year, it was incredible for people. Like we were all blown away. Absolutely. Clearings are still on sale, by the way, as well for $150, because that's $100 off. It's very, very important as we come into a new year, calendar-wise and all. Please know that, you know, you don't want to drag crap into the new year. You just want to rid yourself of all the stuff that has been, you know, accumulated by you throughout. And so it's a really good time for that as well. Oh, by the way, readings and clearings are also really awesome gifts to give to people, that loved ones you know and love. Because why? Everybody needs them. Everybody needs a reading and everybody needs a clearing. And I mean, absolutely everybody, especially the clearing stuff. I cannot stress enough, you know, we don't realize how impacted and influenced we are by external forces. And, you know, you might think, oh, I'm a little down in the dumps, or, oh, it's this time of year, or, oh, this, or, oh, that, or my anxiety's high, or blah, 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 blah. You know what? None of that stuff is yours anyway. So don't own or claim it. But at the same time, recognize that if it's, you know, an amplified experience than what you're normally used to having, that's not you. That's something outside of you that is absolutely affecting and influencing you. So when you're, you know, feeling and experiencing thoughts or emotions, anything that's coming to you from a fear-based experience, trust me when I tell you, because you're a divine being who doesn't recognize fear. The only reason we understand fear is because we're living here in this 3D experience that is planet Earth right now. So, and we're here on a rescue mission. Let's face it, folks, like this isn't meant to stay this way. We're meant to liberate this beautiful planet. And so in order to do that, you've got to know what the heck happened and how to get out of it yourself so that you can teach others the same thing. So that brings me to the Know Thyself. We have we just a little over 24 hours from midnight tonight till midnight tomorrow night, and then the portal closes, and it's closed like literally for an entire year until the winter solstice of next year. Why? Because this container is sacred and it's meant to be uninterrupted and completely secure for an entire year. This Know Thyself program, and if you can get in now, I highly recommend it, because I can tell you what you learn in this year, it takes so many other people many, many, many years in secret societies, lodges, whatever you name. Doesn't matter. It takes them like a dozen or more years to learn what I'm going to teach you in a dozen months. That's it. And so that's important. And the reason it's important is because we all need to know this stuff now, and we need to be able to teach other people, because the rest of us who are working this stuff, you know, that's our job to teach you for one thing. And we're here to liberate this planet, to absolutely expose the truth, to set you free, set ourselves free, because nobody's coming to save us. Nobody is coming to save us. We're here to save ourselves and this planet. And that's what Know Thyself is about. So, yeah. Oh, and one last thing. Merlin is just, I don't know, all up in it with this whole gift-giving stuff. Yule and Solstice, and that's his total, you know, he loves this stuff. He lives for this stuff, if you can say that. Anyway, Meet the Clairs. He's decided to throw Meet the Clairs in the mix here. So Meet the Clairs is an 8-week program of psychic development. It's an incredible program. It also, like every other program, comes with calls. And this one, he is taking $800 off the top, and it is $1,220 because of today's date, $1,220. So he's offering this Meet the Clairs, and it's on for, you know, till the end of the month, but $1,220 is your price. It's amazing. It's the most incredible program. It comes with 20 gigabytes of material. I'm telling you, it is remarkable what you learn and what you can, you know, actually experience for yourself in this program. Absolutely remarkable. So there's our housekeeping for today and for this week. I'm telling you right now, though, gifts are, you know, the gifts of readings, and especially the forecast clearings, stuff like that, perfect gifts for people, because people need something to look forward to. And if you've ever had a reading with me, you know we only see the highest. That's what we call for, the highest, and only the highest. So we set you on the trajectory, with the trajectory of that highest timeline for yourself, the highest possible outcome. We don't look anywhere else. Why? Because we don't have to. We're not supposed to. We're not supposed to stay down here if we're meant to live up here. So there we are. Okay. There we have it. Anything else, Merlin? No? We're good? Yeah. Okay. I know. It's wild. Okay. We're going to close this up here. Oh, no. We're going to keep it open. All right. Here we go. So, mind, body, and spirit. Yeah. A lot of things happening for people right now. A lot of things happening with people right now. There's a culmination of energy happening right now. And just know that if this is the feeling you're having, that you're getting ready to kind of dump a bunch of stuff out, just know that that's kind of where we're at. It's all good. And that's the elder mother experience. That's the elder experience of this beautiful triple goddess, right? That she basically helps us to recognize what no longer serves us and to let it go. When the mother comes in, the energy is all about honoring who you are, where you are, what you have, and what you are blessed with. And then, of course, the maiden energy is about planting new seeds for what could come tomorrow. And we have some amazing times headed. Like I said, 111 for January 1st. What an awesome alignment of energy. It is all about new beginnings at that point, like straight across the board. So, okay. I didn't even check the first time, but I know that this was the card. So here we are. Can we see it? The world. Here we are. I really hope this is working, Steve. That's my brother. Anyway, okay. Where are we? Look at this. The world card. A beautiful, look at that. It's actually working. I can see this. Okay, so the world card is a major card, and so is the chariot, folks, the chariot. The world card says we've come full circle. This is exactly the day for this. Yule is about coming full circle. We have made it, you know, an entire cycle from solstice to solstice, where the light not only gained its strength and really, you know, grew to its incredibly most powerful experience, but it also decreased in light. It decreased in radiance, and it decreased in energetic potency, we'll say. But this tells us we've come full circle. And so it's time for that light to grow one more time. It's time for the light to increase. That's what this is all about. And keeping our focus is the most important part. The chariot is all about determination and focus and staying true to our path, right? Staying true to our course of action and where we want to go. Keep your eyes on the prize is usually what I say when I feel and see that card. So, all right, one more time. We're going to shuffle. Here comes the world one more time, because I knew it was up the first time as well. But this time it's the Nine of Wands. That's another card that represents, you know, discipline for ourselves. And when we really want to achieve a goal or find success in something, we have to stay disciplined, no matter how much, you know, we experience turbulence, how much, you know, how many rocks we have to encounter. It's okay. We'll get through them. It'll be all good. All right. Is that the final shuffle? Okay, yeah, and we're going to pull the 3 now. All right. Merlin says to pull the 3 now. Okay. Here we are. 78 cards. They're always different. 1. Oh. 2 right off the top. Is that the first one, Merlin? That's the first one. Mind, body, and spirit. What does spirit have to say? And the mind, which we know is the King of Pentacles, because you see how worn this card is? And it's one of the few I have that actually have a rip. Because this one comes up a lot for people. You know, this is really, let's see if I got this right. This is really about pragmatics. You know, it's about recognizing you're playing a game here, but knowing how to play to win. And as most valuable team player as well, not just for yourself, right? Like it's about for everybody. It's very important, pragmatics. The king says we are in a sovereign place of knowing what we know. In a material world, we can work this stuff. It's very important. So that's our mind. And in the body, we come up with the 3 of Cups, and for source, spirit rather, 6 of Wands, another opportunity for success. This is the victory card, by the way, and that, my friends, is Jason having won back the golden fleece. Can you see it? Can you see it? I have to pull this back a little bit just so we can see it. All right. There we go. Look. I'm working this. I hope it's working out. Anyway, okay. Better than backwards, isn't it? Better than backwards, let's hope anyway. All right, Steve, let's hope so, right? Okay. So again, mind, in the mind space, where are we? We are working on pragmatics. Using our thoughts constructively, pragmatically, and for the benefit of ourselves and all. Really, right? It's important. And that is where we are right now. As we work this time, especially, 'twas the night before Yule time, this is a very invaluable time for us to be the light. Extremely powerful, because it's the darkest time, especially where we are right here, you know? And a little tiny match in a very dark room creates light. Even if it's just a tiny little light, it dispels darkness. And that's what we have to keep in mind, because that's what's important right now. And that's why it's necessary for us to be the light. So use your thoughts, use them wisely, you know, and be in command. Be in command of those thoughts and where you are with them. Just like we talk about every single week, you know, who's driving your car? Who's thinking those thoughts? You or your thoughts thinking you? Okay, so this card is really important for us to recognize that we are being acknowledged as being sovereign, right? In the authority of that experience for ourselves. We've mastered those thoughts. We've mastered. And as we come full circle with this night in particular and the Yule, celebration happening right now, this is a beautiful indication that we transcended. This whole year, we did really awesome. This has been almost a whole year of these Psychic Saturday Night Lives since what? January, February, something like that. And honestly, we've done great. We've done amazing. You all are, what is being expressed in the cards here, and Spirit's letting you know you've done well. We've had some dips. Hell yeah, we've had some dips. That's what it's all about, because we're energetic. You don't want to flatline all the time. You want to have that. The challenge is, the trick is to actually maintain while you're having that, the right thoughts, the right emotional experiences, and whatever. Oh, let's see if that works too. Does that work? Can you see that? You might actually be able to see that. I don't know. Maybe you can't. Anyway, part of my suggestion was because nobody could actually read read the graph. 0 point here. Everything was all backwards. And I knew it was backwards. I knew that. But here we figured out how to make it frontwards. Well, right side round. I don't know what you're saying. Anyway, very cool. Okay. We got lots to share now that we figured out how to do this. Okay, so in the body space, in the, the experience of the material world, right? Where we are. The Three of Cups. Celebration. Everybody's celebrating right now. These are holy days. All the religions have something to celebrate right now. Why? Because there's a common theme. Celebrating the birth of the sun. It's kind of universal. Anyway, we won't get into all of that, but so everybody's celebrating. And that's the point. There's an engagement here. Mind and body, mind and heart, actually, because this is Cupid and Psyche. So mind and heart come together at this time to offer us union, so that why? We can have good times. We can be in a place of oneness within ourselves. That's the most important part. Absolutely the most important part, to be together. And that's the pragmatic part. That's the most, powerful place for us to be, is in this place of awareness of what's going on around us, working the energies pragmatically for ourselves to celebrate and to keep ourselves in union, mind and heart. Absolutely. And Spirit's going to come in to remind us all the ways that happens. Six of Wands is the victory card. The victory card, you guys. That says that Spirit's going to remind us of all the little things that really, truly matter. Celebrate the small victories. Celebrate the big victories, but definitely celebrate all of them. Where's that dang hammer? Hold on. Let me get this so I got this straight. Is this right? Is this wrong? Where are we? Okay. Here we are. Okay. You see that? Yeah. I can't get over the fact that it's finally working. Okay. There we are. King of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Six of Wands. Acknowledging and having pride about your accomplishments, acknowledging them and having pride about them. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of people who have been taught, apparently, or they are led to believe they've been taught, that that's vain, conceited, arrogant, boastful, bragging, whatever. If you're running around shoving it down everybody's throat, then that's boastful, bragging, and vain, and arrogant. That's not what you're doing. When you acknowledge your accomplishments, your achievements, the challenges you've made it through, the incredible overcomings you've managed, you're actually appreciating not only your soul and its journey and what it took to get there to where you are now and through it all, but you're actually honoring Source, because you didn't do it by yourself. Actually, you didn't even do it for yourself. You did it for Source, and you did it as Source, with Source. And so having pride for that isn't a bad thing. Just saying. Okay. T-shirts are coming, folks, for the Can't Make This Shit Up crew. Just saying. I know, I've been talking about it for a long time now, and I just have way too many people. I'm just going to have to start rolling them out. So all my T-shirt peeps who make T-shirts, PM me, will you? Because I've got a bulk order for you. Have I got a bulk order for you? Okay, here we are. Because you can't make this shit up. So here comes the brick card, because it tells us through confirmation, validation, whatever else, all the time where we are. And that, you know, Spirit knows where you are. Spirit knows what we're doing, where we're at, how we feel about it all, and where we're going as well. And that's, we're not here alone. We have to ask for assistance, and we're not to be interfered with. So those who play by the rules of engagement, which, you know, are the ones who live above the light, who exist above the 0 point and whatnot, are playing by the rules. And those who are not are interfering in ways that are just unbelievable. So that's where the clerics come in. Just saying. Validation's incredible. Here we are. 54 cards. Okay, you can actually read this, I think, anyway. See it? Unity. Unity. I love this card. When we sit in the stillness, just, as I've said, you know, quiet time, 10, 11 minutes a day. You don't have to chant anything. It doesn't hurt if you know anything really good, but you don't have to. You just got to quiet the mind. Let the thoughts come and go. They're going to come through. They're going to be like those clouds that kind of roll across the sky on those clear days. You know, they just show up out of nowhere, and the big puffy things, and they kind of take your attention for a moment, and then they kind of are gone. Those are your thoughts until you learn to master. But in the stillness, you are one with Source. And it's in that space that is the space between spaces that you are your most powerful, your most divine, your most incredible. You. So, the Unity card. Today, I bring my attention into the present moment, where I become one with my inner light. As I make this conscious connection, I find myself centered in my heart and begin to glow with my own divinity. Union with my inner light provides me with a wise and stable base from which I can now live every day of my life. In unity. That's the whole point. And that's really the ultimate goal even for all of us. But as, you know, those who have decided to embark on the Know Thyself journey will discover for themselves. That's the Know Thyself part, is recognizing yourself in that space of unity, being there, and, you know, knowing that that's really who you are, ultimately. Secret Language of Light. Gotta love this. Transmissions from Your Soul by Denise Jarvie, something like that. Woo! Okay, I'm loving this. All right, Steve, you were right. I'm not techie. I don't know this stuff. I just don't. Until someone points it out for me and helps me figure it all out. Yeah. Da-da-da. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Third time's a charm. That's what he says. All right. One time. That's the last one. Okay, Merlin. Have it your way. All right. Anything else I need to tell anybody? Just know this too. All of your loved ones are going to be with you at this time. Throughout these holy days, holidays, whatever you want to call them. It doesn't matter where you are either. And you know what? I'm one of those people who says happy holidays because I don't celebrate like everybody else. And instead of excluding or making everybody have to conform to my particular tradition, I just include everybody. And there's some people who get a little ticked about that. But you know what? There's a lot of other people celebrating different things. And you can't just make it all about one just because it might be the majority or the most well-known, popular, or celebrated one, whatever. So you know what? Happy holy days in whatever way they are for you at this time. You know, it's an incredible time. The most important part of it, though, is the light and how we can be the light as we gather together, shine together, laugh together, love together, celebrate together. That's what the light does. That's what it's all about, right? So yeah. Okay. Final shuffle. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'll quit talking. Fine. Okay. So I've been told. This one right here. Look at this card. You see that? Inward revolution. Inward revolution. Look at that picture. It's incredible. Number 42. The way of your heart. You're always moving forward, even when you feel like you're going backward. Your path may seem to go up and down, or inward and outward. The spiral is a symbol of your soul journey. It represents the cyclical adventure into your heart center. You will continually revisit aspects of your life to bring you to deeper understanding. Difficulties and challenges can command a greater focus as they help to build bigger and better dreams and desires. Each cycle of life is an important stepping stone that expands into the next. Your life will only feel authentic when you come to your own conclusions. An inward revolution will open you to the wisdom of your soul. It's a path we must all take to truly know and love ourselves. From this place, we move outward, back into the world, empowered with our soul's wisdom. You are worthy of all you desire, no matter where you are in your spiral. It's amazing. Look at this picture. Incredible. Love this artwork. Yeah. See it? I'll post these cards too. Just cuz. Just cuz. If you notice spirals happening in your world, like the world card that we saw as we were shuffling all those times, right there at the bottom. Right there at the bottom. Spirals, loops, patterns even, but don't take the old ones into the new spaces. Create new ones for yourself. That is pragmatics, right? That right there is pragmatics. Being sovereign in your ability to be practical and working, the energy and your awareness and all of your wisdom about the energy and how it works. Here, because that's all that matters. Here is where you create from. You got to feel good, though, and you got to be in union with the heart and mind. The psyche and the heart, for sure. In this place, in this way, right? Everything's got to be okay. It's all good. Copacetic, as they would say. And in that space, move forward. And Spirit will let you know, will absolutely show you the victory that is yours because you've done that. Because you have worked your mind stuff, listened to the heart and mind, followed through, and been victorious. That's where your success lies, right there. Winning back the golden fleece, which, by the way, was apparently a real thing. Unity card comes in to let you know, bringing yourself into the present moment, being in that oneness space, again, that beautiful achievement that we're all looking for of mind and heart. And how do you do that? Through inward revolution. Through inward revolution. It's all about going inside, folks. And as we head into winter, we know that's the hibernatory time. That's the time when we are really called to go inside ourselves. Last week we had 2 9s and the Hermit. And I just wanted to say that the Hermit is technically the 9th card. So we had 3 cards that were all 9s. The end of the 9 year. It's all about this. Finalizing things, closing things up, finishing up, projects, tying up loose ends. 999. You can't make stuff like that up. And here we have this opportunity to recognize, go inside yourself. Be the light. Go into the darkness that you have, to explore for yourself so that you can bring unity to yourself and know that it's okay. No matter what comes up. No matter what comes up. Light always wins. Always. And as soon as you go inside yourself and acknowledge that you are light, no matter what you encounter inside or outside, the light wins. Always. Love wins, light wins. Yeah. And not the love and light from the new age stuff either, by the way. You know, that whole everything's love and light, don't look at the darkness stuff. That, my friends, was a trap. I know I fell for it too. I didn't know it right away. But since then, I've learned, and I can tell you, you have to acknowledge the shadow. Because without it, you wouldn't need light. And you wouldn't have something to work on in this experience, the way we are. Anyway, so King of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Six of Wands come in to offer us our beautiful mind, our body, and Spirit's contribution to our beautiful experience here. Pay attention, especially over the next week, because things are going to be very active, very busy, very chaotic in some ways, but let's make them wonderful and victorious here. And that's how we do it, right? Keeping our thoughts in the right place, playing to win. Don't fall into drama. Don't fall into, you know, dynamics that take you down in vibration to where you don't want to be. Keep your mind and body, your mind and heart, rather, in a beautiful union, and you'll always come out on top. You'll always be successful, according to Spirit anyway. Unity with yourself is all that matters. And again, inward revolution. 'Twas the night before Yule. Thank you so much for joining me here on Psychic Saturday Night Live, especially this most blessed night. I'm all about solstice, and I'm all about the Yule time experience. Whatever way you celebrate, I honor that for you. Just shine your light bright, because the world needs it. Really, 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 really needs it right now, especially as we head into the darkest night and the longest night of the year in the Northern Hemisphere, which, by the way, will come equipped with some sort of meteor shower, which is kind of cool as well, and all kinds of other weird and wonderful stuff that may happen in a few days after that as well. So shooting stars, meteors, stuff like that there. Solar flares are still really big, so grounded, stay hydrated, stay focused, keeping your eyes on the prize, which the Chariot said to us at the very beginning of our shuffling there. Yeah, because we've come full circle. We are victorious, and it's all good heading into the next year. So we'll see you next week on Psychic Saturday Night Live, the day after Boxing Day edition, something like that. Anyway, namaste. The light in me honors and recognizes and truly appreciates the light in you. And when you're in that place in you, and I'm in that place in me, and we're here together on Psychic Saturday Night Live, we are one beautiful light. We can be the light that this world needs. And we are. That's why we're here. So enjoy this beautiful coming week as you spend all your time with your loved ones and doing whatever it is you do to bring you joy and the festivities of this time. So see you next time. Next week on Psychic Saturday Night Live.